Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's second night back. Fantastic Dino action, getting some R&R in. I didn't have too much rest and relaxation today, but it was still good. Ripjaw Raptor, Rip and Rage. It's time to bring back this fantastic all-star of a creature. Whenever it's dealt damage, draw a card. Pretty self-explanatory. That's what people like to do. I've loved Ripjaw in the past. We'll be looking forward to maybe casting Ripjaw a little bit cheaper because it does synergize with Goreclaw a little bit there. Reducing Ripjaw to 2 green is fantastic, and powering it up along with giving it trample whenever Goreclaw attacks is quite lovely stuff. I think that is the right match. Almost a match made in heaven. But just having another fantastic body that is a good deterrent against some of the more aggressive decks we've faced. Mono white humans, of course, probably we're going to face, and mono red, mono green, of course, which Damping Sphere is, it's still in there. Nothing much out specifically for that mono green matchup. Damping Sphere still going to do the trick, I think. Otherwise, everything is pretty much the same. Got a single Castle Empress there just to power up everything. Ton of creatures. I've always loved at least a couple copies of this, along with Domri here, so potentially super duper powered. Might just do the trick. Sideboard-wise, nothing too crazy. We got the 4 Brotherhood's End. I bit the bullet. Redeemed a wild card. My vault is sitting at 99.5%. It was probably going to be a pack or 2 left until that vault is finished, and I get 2 mythic rares, 3 rares, and 4 uncommon wild cards, I believe. Something like that, but it's just nice to almost be opening it once again. Another copy of Domri in the sideboard, just in case, we want a little bit more counterspell protection, maybe a touch more removal because we can fight some other creature that the opponent controls. I moved the 2 Kioras to the side. Might cut them completely. Hard to say. The main idea being, well, Kiora sometimes draws us a bunch of cards. Ripjaw kind of is the replacement thing for drawing stuff. We'll see. See how it goes. I could definitely see even starting off with just 1 copy of her, but yeah, we'll see how it feels. 1 copy of a Tally Primal Storm. I have this sleeve similar to this Ghalta Stompulicious Secret Lair. Could switch it up and use the Tally version, mainly just because I do have that Tally version. I felt like bringing this in. If there's a matchup where it could be fairly safe to drop a Tally, I might do it. Whenever it attacks, exile the top card of each player's library, cast any number of spells from among them without paying their mana cost. It's, a dice roll. You never really know what you're going to get, but it's always fun playing something of the opponents for free, especially a Planeswalker. I think I remember one time playing Teferi, big Teferi. That was pretty satisfying, pretty darn cool. All right, game plan is mostly the same as last night. I say we just jump right into the action here, and we'll see how much mono green we face. That's going to be the question of the night, probably for a few nights going forward, I would imagine. Yeah. Got my coffee already. It's snowing a lot. Luckily, I am still off for quite some time, so I will have plenty of time to shovel. My goodness, it's a snowstorm. Wish I could kind of like blink a camera or something, show you guys how bad it is outside. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Potentially could risk it, of course. We've got 1 land. There's 2 chances to see that second land for Marauding Raptor there by turn 2, since we are on the draw, but too risky. Oh, wait, well, we don't have 2 sources of green for Ripjaw here, but I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, what's this person doing? Interesting. Don't see hello too often. What do they have up their sleeve? You know, I'm just going to go Damping Sphere. At the moment, we don't have that second source of green for Ripjaw or Topiary Stomper. Potentially could have gone Goreclaw, but I feel there was removal anyways, so... Oh, double Goreclaw. Interesting. Well, we'll see if they have that fatal push, perhaps. I'd be surprised if Marauding survived. Something's happening. Murderous Rider. So, maybe Marauding would have possibly survived that previous turn. Not too bad. It's kind of rough. Yeah, that second source of green, or just another land to play Goreclaw. Difficult. Sometimes it gets a little bit. We'll try. Shedding tears at the moment, but it does get a little awkward, I must say, with Topiary and Ripjaw. Having lots of sources of red for Brotherhood's End, requiring 2 pips if we ever do bring that in, well, it's nice, but situations like this are bound to happen eventually, at some point. Hopefully this one survives. Yeah, could we make something happen? Nah, we're not going to be surviving the onslaught the following turn. We won't be able to recover enough, I feel, unfortunately. However, we're facing a deck Golgari, mid-range black and green, mid-range a little bit bigger creatures. Murderous Rider, I think they have enough. I could see myself bringing in Brotherhood's End. Of course, synergizing nicely with the Ripjaw. We'll switch out Damping Sphere for Brotherhoods. Quite simple. I do like the fact, you know, we're safe starting off with Damping against a decent range of decks, but it's very clear, simple. Take out Damping, bring in, you know, something like this Brotherhood's End that's gonna take out, hopefully, quite a few targets. Tameo safekeeping, they do have lots of removal, so I do imagine that would be pretty darn good. Take out Drover? I like taking out Drover. I like the looks of that. Alrighty. I was thinking maybe another Domri, Anarch of Bolus, just another way to take out Calatus with one of our big dinos. Could be good. Interesting. No, not going to do it. Oh, much better. Much better. Of course, it's going to be... you know what? I'm going to send Ghalta to the bottom. I have a sneaky suspicion they're going to do something painful to these things. Kind of want a backup copy of Gwenna. Oh, that was close. Castle Embrith would have come to play tapped. Phew. If I had done that, that would have been kind of sad. Oh. Marauding survives. Well, that is welcome indeed. Definitely, if Gwenna survives, we are certainly off to the races here. I think Gwenna probably is going to die. Definitely, Gwenna is more problematic than Marauding Raptor. Well, they're getting rid of Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. Would have been nice to go Shifting plus Carnage Tyrant. I think I might have had enough to do it if I would have drawn another land, that is. Oh, darn, they can take out Gwenna. Oh, no, they can't. What are they doing? Odd. Very odd. Interesting. Yeah, I'll attack with everything. Keep up that aggression. Tenacious underdog. Wow. We got Gwenna. I like it. Carnage Tyrant is going to be a pretty good headache for him. Of course, they are in Golgari colors. They got 2 sources of black, so we may have to worry about Liliana of the Veil making us sacrifice a creature. They could easily enough take out Gwenna. Our only creature left would be Carnage Tyrant, and it is always a sad day when we gotta sacrifice that. Oh, phew. Okay. We're still left with Carney T. This is good. Yeah, well, that's all right. Oh, phew, stomping ground. Definitely paying that. We'll be left with one source of green, Carplucin Forest. We can protect something from removal. I'm just going to smack them. You know what? I kind of want to take out Liliana and hope they don't have... another copy. I want to use Tamiyo's in response to removal instead of Liliana forcing us to discard it. I feel that could be a touch better. And Tamiyo's on Carnage Tyrant, giving it indestructible, would win the trade between Quirion Dried and Tireless Tracker. I imagine both of those certainly will double block. And remember, I gotta give it haste and trample this phase. I would have lost that mana the following phase if I hadn't given it trample, trying to do a sneaky trample, potentially. I just want to be, left with one green for Tamiyo's safekeeping there. I think we should be in a pretty good position, though. Surprised Quirion and Tireless Tracker didn't double block to take out Carnage Tyrant there. Brotherhood's End would be quite fantastic at the moment. Both Tireless Trackers only going to 3 toughness if they do sacrifice a clue. Quite devastating for the opponent. Big time. Alright, let's just swing for the fences here. See if they try to remove somebody. That's okay. I think we still got them, unless they do... oh, okay. Yeah, if they had a fatal push, perhaps taking out Shifting Ceratops, things could have got a little bit rough there. So it definitely is Golgari mid-range. Very interesting seeing Quirion Dried here. 1 in the green for a 1-1. Whenever they cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a counter on it. So basically, whenever they cast a spell that is blue or black. Yes, black. I think I'll leave it like that. Definitely was nice having Tamiyo's there. Oh, Paulo, how's it going? How's it going? I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing good. Well, I have a lot of snow. Quite a bit more snow than I think most people watching right now or later on. It's going to be quite a bit of shoveling tomorrow. Yeah. At least I do have time off. That is good. This hand kind of iffy. Kind of feel like sending Tamiyo's to the bottom. Yeah. I want to keep the 2 bodies with Ripjaw here. And well, I guess I could have sent Sheltered Thicket to the bottom. That's okay. At least we don't have to worry about Thoughtseize. Phew. Chaville. Oh boy. Hopefully Gwenna survives, but I would like a Brotherhood's End. I do have 4 copies. Technically a little bit more, just a sliver more than yesterday. So a little bit increased chance to see it. I don't expect Gwenna to stick around this turn. If she does, well, I'm happy. Never mind. Let's see that Brotherhood's End to take out Liliana of the Veil, Chaville, Quirion Dryad. Oh, that'd be fantastic next turn. Brotherhood's End. That is not a Brotherhood's End. But that's okay. At least we got Ripjaw, maybe. You know, they don't have, well, something painful. Oh, Infernal Grasp is infernally good. Okay. Yeah, we're doing doing fine, having a good time. Great time being off, getting to spend it with my son and my daughter, and my wife. I'm loving it thoroughly. Not so much this painful Golgari matchup. Yeah, that's not quite gonna do it. Now, Shifting Ceratops potentially could have been hasty. Tenacious Underdog would have blocked. Might have been able to save Shifting, but again, Liliana of the Veil could have just -2, and that gets around Indestructible and Hexproof, unfortunately. Yeah, that's alright. I'm drinking coffee, playing dinos, thinking about where I want to start shoveling tomorrow. My neighbor actually shoveled part of the sidewalk in our driveway, which was quite nice, but yeah, it's still not letting up, which is insane. Ugh. That hand is not so insane though. That's better. Way better. Yeah, we'll send Gwenna to the bottom. Yeah, that should be good. Hopefully, Gwenna sticks around. I'll still maybe go Topiary Stomper if it doesn't quite feel safe to go with this. Grixis colors, though, hopefully they don't have a counter spell. I imagine it is removal, but we'll go with Boseiju. Topiary. Get us to 4, possibly 5 next turn. We'll see if they use removal on Topiary Stomper. I would love that, of course. We got our benefit. I don't have to worry too much. Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely. I must agree. It's nice that I am able to take time off, I must say. Goreclaw? You know what? I'm going to go with Goreclaw instead. Would reduce Ripjaw and Shifting both down by 2. I like Goreclaw. Hopefully he sticks around. But yeah, definitely, you don't want to miss family time. Excuse me. Don't want to be left with regrets, that's for sure. Something bad's... Oh, something bad did not happen. Interesting. 3, 2... yeah. Shifting. Ripjaw. I like it. They did have a counter spell for one of these things here. Certainly seemed to be the case. Right, this should be pretty good if they can't take out Goreclaw. I feel they're going to do something to someone. Meeting the requirement for Fatal Push, it seems. Yeah, I expected that. That's alright though. I'll still attack with Shifting. Paid that mana to give it haste, so I like this. Get a little bit more damage through with trample here, which is, yeah, not nothing. Keep them nice and clear board-wise. We're already at 6 lands, so I could see us getting to 7 pretty easily here. Hopefully Damping Sphere slows them down at least a little bit, but of course we still get through a nice bit of damage with Ripjaw. The second time seeing Ghalta tonight. Pretty interesting, I must say. Liliana, actually that's not so bad. We just sacrificed Topiary Stomper and yeah. Oh, Regisaur Alpha, I love it. Now the question is, how do we want to attack? Who do we want to attack with? Liliana of the Veil. Well, that zombie has to block. That's what I want to do. Interesting. So we do get to take out Ghalta. Hopefully they don't have another copy in hand. Okay, I like the looks of that. Maybe they just have another copy of Liliana? Perhaps? It's nice taking her out, that's for sure. I mean, we didn't have anything to discard, so perhaps they felt like they might just let that damage through. And do they not have removal of any kind? Oh, that's the question. Well, let's see what they do with Ripjaw. Mouse over my lands, pretend like there's something fancy in my hand. I forgot about that. Nuts. Well, that wasn't nice. Darn. Okay, we'll go with Marauding. It's a body. Can be a little bit difficult here with Ghalta being a 5/6. Can make him even bigger. Sacrificing that zombie, kill some things. Certainly they have enough mana to do so, and probably something painful in hand. Yikes, oh, somebody's is going down. Maybe they can't play two things because Damping Sphere is increasing the cost. Nicol Bolas. That usually does the trick. Ouch. Nasty stuff. Stomping Ground. Well, we don't need Stomping Ground at this point, unfortunately. Well, I think that might just do it. Yeah. We can cut Damping Sphere quite safely. Bring a copy of all the Tamios. I want the Tamios, now that I think about it. Yes, please. Certainly Shifting Ceratops. Feels pretty foreign, having 3 copies of this for the most part. It's always 4 copies. It's such a lovely body. Gives a nice little bit of protection, sometimes unblockable, depending on the deck. Nicol Bolas, being part blue, can't target Shifting Ceratops, which is quite lovely. But Tamios, against this deck, yes please, get that indestructible. Don't have to worry about losing trades, could help us win trades. Brotherhood's End, maybe. It feels like mostly they have just Ghalta, lots of removal. Nicol Bolas, Brotherhood's End might not be too beneficial for us here. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Tamio safekeeping coming in strong. That hexproof, indestructible. I'm looking forward to it. If I wasn't so worried about mono green with Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, I definitely have probably Damping Sphere in the sideboard, and then Tamios to start off with. But this hand, nothing for 2, nothing for 3. Maybe, well, a pretty good chance to see something by turn 3 that costs 2 or 3. Nah. Ooh, better, much better. Send the queen to the bottom. Unfortunately, the costliest thing. Sometimes, of course, it can be cheap, but play it safe. Oh, Gwenna. Well, at least we got Castle Embreth. We can still go Gwenna or Topiary Stomper if they do kill Drover. Go for the throat. Go for the Drover odds. Yes, please. Thank you. Now, Gwenna wouldn't get us Carnage Tyrant with this Sheltered Thicket. That'd have to be something that comes into play untapped. I think I'll still go with Gwenna. Let's see what happens. Cross my fingers. Oh, back to back, go for the throat. They're certainly going for the pain. Ooh, and we could have. So, if Gwenna had survived, we would have gotten that Carnage Tyrant quite nicely. But at least we will get to 5 here. We'll get to 6 next turn. Hopefully, of course, no Thoughtseize to rip Carnage Tyrant out of our hand. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Oh boy. Let's go Carney T. That's going to be a very good headache for the opponent. Corpse Appraiser. All right. Looks like we might be safe. Not so bad. Oh, phew. Okay, let's go. Got Topiary Stomper. If they have Liliana, of course, sacrifice Topiary, still be left with Carnage Tyrant. Ghalta is going to prove problematic, but at the very least we can... Oh, Shieldred. That's going to be nasty. More lands. Nuts. Alrighty, here goes nothing. I would imagine Shieldred combines with Corpse Appraiser to block and take out Carnage Tyrant. Oh, they forgot about Castle Embreth. Boom. I even moused over it. I figured that would kind of do something for their plans, but alright. Good stuff. Good stuff. That is infinitely better than how I thought it would go. Of course, Liliana coming in hot. That's alright. To be expected, for sure. At least we did take out Shieldred, though. Kind of makes me wish I had Brotherhood's End to drop this Graveyard Trespasser and other Liliana. Getting kind of flooded here at the moment. But Sheltered Thicket again. If you are flooded and that's what you draw, well, at least you still have something you can do. Definitely play that Stomping Ground. I remembered this time Liliana would have made us discard it, so that's what we're doing. Oh, and we got the Tamios to protect Ripjaw. I think we're off to the races here. This is looking pretty good. Alright. Hopefully, Ripjaw is safe. Phew, okay, they didn't have back-to-back fatal pushes or something. I'm just happy Tamios came in handy. At least once tonight. That's another good body. Yes, indeed. Regisaur Alpha being a man of value of 5 dodge a fatal push, but they don't have another one at the moment. I think that's going to be pretty decent. Clock, we'll maybe let Graveyard Glutton through. We'll see if they kill anybody, that is. I see. Well, good old shifting. We can use Castle Embreth to power everybody up. That should be lights out on their chances. Gotta be. Yeah, I would imagine Castle Embreth does it. Even if they do make Hive of the Eye Tyrant a creature. Yep, they're not forgetting about the castle, that's for sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Castle Embreth. I was thinking it might be better to give Shifting Trample, but we get a little bit more damage through with that. Hopefully they don't sweep us here. We should be fairly safe. Yes. Oh, got him. Taking down Grixis. Kind of rethinking Brotherhood's End again. Maybe life gain. You know what? I kind of like Giant Cindermaw. Stopping the life gain from Shieldred and Ghalta is sounding pretty good. What to cut is the question, though. I like Ripjaw being a 4/5 body does deter a decent bit of aggression from some of their stuff, or just make them simply not want to block. Graveyard Glutton, for sure, being a 4/4, just looks absolutely terrible in the face of this creature. Yeah, no, I'll keep it like that. I'll keep it like that. Ooh, oh, that is not a pretty sight. Maybe could risk it if I had to. Nice to see Topiary Stomper there. Better? No, no, no. Tempting. No. I was thinking this was a new opponent, but yeah, this is Grixis. I don't want to keep Ghalta. There could be a very good chance we don't get to see the queen, depending how many things they kill. Alright, Marauding, stick around, good buddy. That's okay. That's okay. We got 3 lands. We can go Gwenna or Topiary Stomper. I'll go Topiary Stomper. Definitely. Love the sounds of that. Gwenna, we can go next turn and still have 1 green left over to protect her with Tamios and then just pop off after that or something. That feels good. Domri Anarchabolus though. Also a good idea, but yeah. See if they have that go for the throat. Nothing. Ooh, okay. Nothing at least at 2 or 1 at instant speed that could take her out. Do it. Oh, just a oh, interesting. Well, this is gonna be did not quite expect that. Yeah, Domri for 3, ramp for 1, and then we'll still have a total of 4 that we can cast Goreclaw quite nicely, and then oh, it's just going to be big and painful the following turn if all these things have stuck around. Certainly expect somebody to die. Hopefully it's not 2 things, but as long as we're left with either Gwenna or Goreclaw, I'm feeling pretty good about our chances here. Should be able to get Regisaur next turn. I mean, even if Gwenna and Goreclaw kick the can, we can ramp with Domri for that 5th mana, and we got... Oh, they have shenanigans up their sleeve, or they have the fatal push that's going to take out Goreclaw. Yes. Nuts. Ooh. Actually, that's not that bad. Domri will just fight with Topiary Stomper and... yeah. Take her out. Kill shield, Drid on sight. Never mind. Oops. Awkward, I must say. I forgot that he drops below, reducing the toughness, and that was not so good. Alright, alright. And I forgot to give Shifting Trample. I even mentioned you gotta give it haste and trample that turn, or else that extra, the 2 green that I used with Gwenna, disappears. Maybe you need a little bit more sleep, but it's still going pretty good for us at the moment. Brotherhood's End would be good to take out Reflection, I must say. Don't have to worry about Shifting going away though, which is nice. Hey, we don't need a second copy at the moment. Beautiful, and we don't have to tap Gwenna. I'm liking this. Nicol is going down. Make sure we take out Nicol, just in case they got something up their sleeve, perhaps. Hopefully they don't. Make it enticing for Reflection to block. Maybe. Oh. Interesting. Well, I am quite happy to take out Reflection. Yeah, we'll get rid of the mountain. We got enough lands, enough ramp with Gwenna. Things still should be pretty good. Especially if we drop basically anybody. Carnage Tyrant, of course, would be lovely. Technically playing it for 2, Gwenna would untap. Carnage Tyrant would have haste with Regisaur Alpha there. That'd be pretty nasty for the opponent. Corpse Appraiser can't block shifting, it is part blue, so we only have to worry about the token blocking it. Still going to send a decent bit. Oh, well, that changes things. Okay. Counterspell. Yes. Don't want Ghalta to have haste. I understand that. Everything against Nicol Bolas, though. Don't expect Ghalta to survive if they didn't have removal, good removal. They probably would have just quit on the spot. So I imagine there's some removal coming down for the queen next turn. Or, well, Nicol Bolas, I guess, is just going to take out Ghalta. -3, destroying the queen. Maybe playing another copy afterwards of it. Still feels pretty good. Gwenna having 2/1/1 counters. That is a decent size. She's only going to get bigger. Hey, there we go. Back-to-back queens. You gotta love it. Whew. Beautiful. Who doesn't love a Ghalta for 1? If only we had a little bit more power. Again, Ghalta would have been free. Slipping away from him a little bit here. Extinction event wouldn't be too bad. We would lose Shifting Ceratops and Ghalta when they name even. Being left with Gwenna, a 5/6. Still pretty decent. Nicol Bolas, nuts. I know what that's taken out. Unfortunately. Ugh. Not exactly what I want to see, but what can they do for +1? Yeah, take them down as much as possible. I'm not worried about Nicol Bolas's +1 for the next 2 turns. If I'll exile a land, that should be alright. Get them within range of lethal, as close as possible. Shifting is going to be a headache if, well, they don't have, if they only have 1 body. Okay, there's the Trespasser. If they can't take out any creature, it would have been bad. Of course, man, that Brotherhood's End. I'm eating my words. I talked about it too much, and now we're in a perfect scenario where it would have absolutely devastated the opponent. Now the question is, Regisaur Alpha? Gwenna does tap, unfortunately. Decently popular, Paul, I must say. It's still a wide range. I think people got Mono Green Devotion out of their system the first couple days. Definitely have seen quite a bit less, but yeah, it's still around. Now we're going to swing with both. Gwenna being a 5/6 does feel quite a bit better. And we take a reflection. This is nice. This is nice. I mean, I'd be surprised if I didn't see Mono Green Devotion at least once in a night for the next few nights. Quite surprised indeed. Okay, kind of tough though. Ooh. Either way, Gwenna has to tap to play Regisaur Alpha, so we'll just have Stomping Ground come in tapped, have a body, something. Nicol Bowl is probably going to take out maybe Regisaur Alpha, maybe Gwenna. Hard to say. Okay, we're still safe. Ish. Oh, that is quite interesting, I must say. I think they want to kill somebody. We're going to send everything we can at them. Use Tamios to protect somebody, gain a bit of life, and we might be able to do something quite sneaky here. Now the question is, Tamios to save Regisaur? I like Tamios to save Regisaur. And hope they don't have a backup go for the Dino. Oh, they have a backup go for the Dino. They went for it. That will certainly do it, I would say. We're not coming back from a Calatus that is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and especially the lifelink. But, yeah, Tamios, safekeeping, put in a valiant effort. Decent enough. But hopefully, Paul, you mentioning Mono Green Devotion, can't believe I'm saying hopefully. I face it to show off the awesome potential of Damping Sphere. Catch the opponent off guard when that drops game one. Nobody would expect that thing. Only crazy people start off with that. Still, it should be pretty useful, at least slightly useful against really anybody that wants to cast even 2 things a turn. Just increasing that second spell somebody casts by 1 could be enough to starve them out and make them not be able to do it. This hand, though, is kind of starved for land, so we're certainly going to... Interesting. I think I'm going to keep it. We got 2 things for 2. I do like that. Does feel... Oh, we got that mono green. Paul, all right. Ask and you shall receive, but we may be receiving a loss right here because we don't have a second land yet. Yeah, we'll see if we draw it next turn, but if we don't, that's going to be it. Oh, Golgari mid-range. Golgari elves. Okay, it's rough. I must say, you never know if you're going to get starved, you're going to get flooded, but we gained all important information. Damping Sphere could be good. Elves, of course, they get tons of mana. They can barf a lot of their creatures, multiple creatures in a turn, so maybe Damping Sphere could be kind of helpful in this scenario. But I do want Brotherhood's End more, because we're going to be smoking them with that. Darmy, a little bit more interaction along with Brotherhood's End here, but got to remember it does deal damage to planeswalkers as well. Domri might be in range of being killed, unfortunately. Tamios, yeah, maybe helping to win a trade against some big elf. Steel Leaf Champion is always kind of painful. I imagine that's probably the biggest thing they have, since this is Golgari Elf Tribal. Brotherhood's End should take out basically everything else. I'd be surprised if they had some other elf that was above 3 toughness. So I think we'll leave it like that. There certainly won't be a lot of interaction. It's a collected company tribal list. They might have 4 pieces of interaction, They might have no interaction, just focusing on that fantastic ramp that elves can achieve. Scary. Scary stuff. Certainly a pretty nice hand. We get to 4 at least for shifting, but by the time we want to cast some more stuff, I'm feeling pretty positive we'll be at 5 for Regisaur on turn 4. Okay, good stuff. We get there. I'm liking this. This is going to be nice and aggressive. Plenty of sources of red for Brotherhood's End. Hopefully, when we do get it. If we need it. Might go Brotherhood's End next turn, depending... oh, yes, I would like to go Brotherhood's End next turn. That's not the case, alright. See what they block with this token. They'd have to use an Elvish War Master plus one of the actual elf tokens to kill it if they wanted. Not too worried about everything they'll do. I would have lost the token anyways this coming turn if I draw Brotherhood's End, so I got a little bit of value getting some damage on the opponent there. Still not. Nuts. Well, we'll take the ping. Go with Carney T. Hope for the best. Swing for the fences, and yeah, we'll see. Just gonna get nastier and nastier. Keep up the pressure as much as possible. 6, 10. Oh, that will certainly do it. Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get that sweeper. Would have been good. On the off chance they didn't get the Lord, I mean, maybe we could have done it. That's all right though. Golgari Elves, pretty fantastic. Lovely tribal. Anything with collected company. Merfolk, elves, vampires, I think is also pretty good. Zombies. Abzan zombies. That'd be pretty nice. I'm liking the looks of that. Plenty of lands. Regisaur Alpha. A little bit slow. A touch slow. But well, better than one land. Or no lands. And again, lots of stuff for 2, lots of stuff for 3. Pretty good chance to see one of those things. Hey, well, you can't discard one of the cheap early plays because we don't have any yet. Got to look at the positive, the silver lining. Certainly Carnage Tyrant is going to be a scary thing for... Oh, there's... Like I said. What did I just say? We'll probably draw something at 2 or 3, and we did. Topiary Stomper, 100% would have been discarded by Thoughtseize, I think. Probably. They see the lands in Regisaur Alpha, they would have known that Regisaur would be accelerated out a turn sooner. Hey, that's okay. We'll take out one Gifted Aetherborn when we drop this Regisaur Alpha, and we're off to the races here. I think we got a very good chance against Mono Black Devotion. They're getting starved out with lands. Just happened to us the previous match. Maybe a little bit of karma, perhaps. I will take that. I want the first Regisaur to give haste to the second Regisaur, just to keep up the aggression as much as possible. Drive it home, I hope. Don't think, yeah, no, they can't kill us. That's gotta do it. Alrighty, good old shifting, hasty, gotta love it. I was thinking Damping Sphere, that would have been pretty painful for them, but this should do the trick. That's gotta be lethal. Get this trample. Good stuff. Although the life gain, math is for blockers. Yeah, no, we're still good. Still would have been good even if, even if shifting didn't have trample, it would have been exactly zeros. Might have been +1. That would have been pretty embarrassing. But against Mono Black Devotion, I'm liking our chances. Brotherhood's End to take out Misery's Shadow on our turn. Maybe after we attack, we've got to force them to sink some mana into Misery's Shadow just to power it up. Of course, if we use Brotherhood's End and they have enough mana to save it, get it to 4 toughness, they would do that. So we gotta make them use it in some way, get damaged after they pump it. Then we can sweep Misery's Shadow and these pesky Gifted Aetherborn with Death Touch. Very, very nasty thing. Quite annoying, I must say. Damping Sphere. Yeah. Again, don't need that. Life gain, possibly. Could be pretty good-ish. Nah, I'll keep it like that. Tamios. Imagine they have a bunch of removal. They're certainly going to want to be bringing in removal. But Domries will cut Drover of the Mighty. We got lucky not seeing the Fatal Pushes. They might prioritize removal a little bit more, so I think Tamios does make good sense. And of course we have Brotherhood's End again. It takes out Drover. Does take out Marauding Raptor, but I still usually always want to keep one of the things that costs 2. Marauding, of course, is better than Drover of the Mighty. Can get big. Could be having trample with Goreclaw. Cost reduction is better than the single mana ramping from Drover. You know what? I kind of like that. We got 2 lands, 2 sources of red for Brotherhood's End. Little clunky. Oh, Thoughtseize. Well, I should have expected the good old Thoughtseize. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I would have assumed Brotherhood's End. Oh, we're swimming in sheltered thickets. I might just cycle it. Oh. Well, let's just keep going with the thickets then. All right. They may not want to play any creatures because they see that Brotherhood's End. So, hey, we're looking good. Maybe they don't have any creatures. Luckily, they don't have another Thoughtseize because we would have been seeing that. Phew. We got a body. Now, they just have to have enough removal to stop the onslaught of what's about to happen. Going to be pretty difficult. They see Ghalta, the Regisaurs, bad things. Probably getting rid of Ghalta, I would imagine. Oh, interesting. All right, Paulo. Hopefully you have a good one. Tomorrow you have work. Hopefully you have good rest. I'm liking the looks of this. I'll pay the 2 life. I'll get Carnage Tarrant. Such a lovely body. Hopefully is pretty rough for the opponent. Of course, we'll attack with Carnage next turn. Make him consider trading Shieldred and Carney T. Will be pretty sweet. They know Ghalta is potentially coming down, of course. Yeah, let's try for Ghalta. See if it eats that removal they're holding for it. Ah, interesting. Power word kill. That is pretty good. Ouch. Painful. Yeah, we'll just go with Regisaur Alpha. We don't have enough for Brotherhood's End, unfortunately, but we'll still keep slamming them with, yeah, I figured at some point they would trade with it. Maybe could have, I guess, attack with a token, but on the off chance They didn't want to trade with Carnage Tyrant. Didn't want to also lose that token. Ouch. Yeah, they got to do something. Desperate, for sure. This is why Regisaur Alpha, anything with haste, lovely. We get to recover pretty nicely, I must say. Having that other Brotherhood's End, it's nice seeing a bunch of them. Oh, yep. Wow, look at that. Boom, just slam it home and get her done. Ouch. 6 for a 7/6 trample. Haste. Can't be countered. Hexproof. Scary stuff. It's a rock in a hard place, that's for sure. Alright, feels pretty good taking out the Graveyard Trespasser, hoping they don't draw Liliana next turn. Phew. Alright, that does the trick. Brotherhood's End. Get her done. Beautiful. Guess we're waiting for Meat Hook Massacre. Waiting for him to maybe tap Castle Lock. Yeah. Waiting for the Castle Lock Train. They could tap it right now. That's what's holding up priority. Luckily, I've had enough coffee, and the opponents have been playing pretty fast tonight. Maybe they're sad. They're losing to Dinos. Guess we just wait it out. Actually, now that I remember, I forgot to bring the monitor. Okay, like last night, I have it just right off to the side so I can keep an eye on my daughter, but I left it on the counter. Be back in a sec. All right, what did I miss? That is the question. Yeah, good stuff. Had the right mix of things, and yeah, I'm just happy to see Brotherhood's End. Sometimes, even if you have 4 copies, you don't see that, key thing. Kind of tempted to technically get the sweepers to 5, bring in Anger of the Gods, just to see him a little bit more. For Brotherhood's End, it's got to be enough to want to have a little bit more space in the sideboard for maybe some interesting things. All right, good stuff. Oh, wait, that is odd. Strange. Well, I'll take it. Good stuff. Good stuff. We persevered through a couple thought seizes. Always feels lovely. Always sad when they discard some nasty things, but when you have just a bunch of bodies, sometimes you run out of gas. You run out of kill spells, answers, thought seizes. When you want to kill every body, and there's over 30 bodies in the list, a good chance, you may not have enough to deal with that onslaught. I definitely love this increased 32, 33, 35 with some variations I've done. Lots of creatures. Apple. Well, playing first, gotta love it. Oh, beautiful. Yep. We got 4 lands. We got Regisaur, Carnage Tyrant. Nothing that Marauding Raptor is going to accelerate out on turn 3 at the moment. But that is still a beautiful hand. Oh, we're maybe seeing possibly Azorius control. I'm thinking Azorius soldiers though. Oh, nuts. What are we gonna do? I wish we had something that can't be countered. Ooh, beautiful. Lights out. I think. Maybe some white base removal, perhaps. Yeah. Seems to be the case. Oh, that is lovely stuff. Yep, you can't counter, you can't target with anything blue related. It's going to be an uphill battle, it seems, if they can't take out Marauding Raptor. I'm going to go Drover of the Mighty Sea, if that draws out anything. Take the ping with Stomping Ground, just to have an extra one to pay for Damping Sphere. I was all but certain they'd have a counterspell, something for Regisaur Alpha. Regisaur probably would not have gone off. From now on, at the moment, I would only be playing one thing a turn, so the drawback for Damping Sphere is not going to be that bad. And fortunately that token, you know, can't block Shifting Ceratops again because protection from blue. As long as we get another land next turn, even if when they do sweep us. No? No sweeping. They got something. Settle the Wreckage. Wandering Emperor. Commit. Well. That was interesting. Sweeper this time. Oh, they're digging for the sweeper. Yes. Nuts. At least we do have Marauding Raptor. We can go... Well, we'll see. What's this get? I imagine they'll take out Ripjaw Raptor. Oh, okay. We get 2 pings on that thing. I like it. Beautiful stuff. Get some more gas. Now the question is, what would they have? It's Settle the Wreckage, Wandering Emperor. If it was Wandering Emperor, they would have packed it in already. It's got to be Settle the Wreckage. I feel it's Settle the Wreckage. Or they're bluffing. Could be. Marauding Raptor is lethal anyway, so might as well just swing with one thing. Okay. I still think they have that thing up their sleeve. Probably. The fairy. All right. I think we got them. They'll untap, have 2, 3 in total. So they can't Wandering Emperor or Settle or anything. Yes. Good stuff. We brought the pain to Azorius control. Like I said, I wondered if we'll face it tonight. Shifting. Stunning in this matchup. On the play. You know, Marauding if we can get it down because, you know, they only have 1. We have 2 lands. Boom. Marauding safe. Shifting, safe, sometimes. They do have that white base removal, but it is always lovely seeing sensors get cycled into the graveyard. A mostly somewhat dead card. But Domri Anarch of Bolas, 100%. Damping Sphere. Yeah, we'll cut that. Tamio safe keeping that's definitely what I want. One Ghalta. Actually, you know what? Let's trim one Goreclaw. I kind of have a good feeling about the Queen. Gotta cut something somewhere, of course. I'll give her a go. Watch him discard those sensors if, well, you know, we can't play anything anyways. Well, hopefully we have enough to protect whatever we drop. Have one green left over for Tamus here, but well, we have enough lands, that's for sure. Maybe we draw a Marauding or a Drover next turn, and then we can keep it safe, accelerating out that Ripjaw something. Some nice mixture of... Well, I think they got something for Topiary. Probably a sensor. We'll wait. Jawari Disruption or a sensor for this Topiary here. Not in any rush. Certainly control is playing slow. Normally plays slow. Alright. Good stuff. Fateful Absence? Hey. That's alright. We got our benefit from Topiary Stomper. That's really all I want. If they want to use Fateful Absence on something not that good. Okay. Not sure why they're mousing over the clue. Well, they just didn't want us to draw more stuff, perhaps. Since we haven't played anything, they figure we have nothing to play. Well, there's a good chance we have nothing to play. Might try for Ripjaw. Let's see what happens. If they have sensors and stuff, we still have that one left over with Stomping Ground. Ooh, oh, I think they want to do something to someone. Okay, good stuff. They have a sweeper, of course. We'll probably save Marauding, I think. Yeah, they got that. They got that sweeper. Oh boy. Never would have guessed. Phew. We got a body. And we got Carnage Taunt. Hopefully they don't have a backup sweeper. Maybe they're kicking themselves. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Nuts. Oh. They brought in all the sweepers. My goodness, they really did not like getting killed last game. I don't remember the last time I've ever seen planar cleansing. Certainly that does the trick, though. Ouch. Yikes. Somebody doesn't like creatures. Or artifacts. Or enchantments. Destroying all non-land permanents is pretty darn painful. Well, we'll try for Ghalta. See what happens. That's okay. That's something. It's not nothing. We got to take the fairy down to 1. It's going to be an uphill battle, though. Anything with the fairy. Rough. At least Topiary isn't tapped. We don't have to worry about Wandering Emperor. Well, Farewell's never going to be used on a single Topiary. Castle Empress, nice to see. We will have plenty left over to use and power up Topiary and Shifting here. Now the question is, take him down to 6, total of 11. You know what? I'm going to take out their Planeswalkers. I'd rather take out their Planeswalkers. I hope. Ooh, okay. Maybe you should have sent Topiary Stomper to Fairy. At least Narset is gone. They're not going to draw another thing next turn. Teferi can bounce Topiary. Castle Ardenvale, though. They could make a creature. Okay, well, okay. Nuts. Where's Goreclaw when you need him? Give trample to Topiary here. Or when you need her, I should say. It's she. Yeah, let's that's gonna be rough. Too rough. Definitely feels like it would be too rough. Oh. Well. We crushed them so bad game 1 they just felt like they had no chance game 2. I mean, of course, very good chance that scenario could happen again. It's not that common though. Marauding, shifting, very hard to come back from that, but they just saw how devastatingly we got her done. Oops, I'll take it. We crushed Azorius Control. It's always a good night when we can take down that kind of a deck. Whew. Lovely stuff. Right, let's see. Mono Green Devotion. Let's go. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, that would be fantastic. Mono Green Devotion. Adventurous Impulse. I've heard people have switched out Oath of Nissa for Adventurous Impulse. Having that turn 1 play for a single green, increasing consistency, grabbing a land or stuff. Now, unfortunately, we are on the draw against Mono Green, and that often spells doom. Karn is pretty problematic, unfortunately. But we'll go as explosive as possible with Gwenna here. We'll take Karn down to 1 with Marauding. Possibly could have gone Ripjaw, Topiary, or Shifting. Take out Karn completely. Might have been better now that I think about it. But I just want Gwenna for the super duper explosive amazingness. Oh, Carnage Torrent as well. Okay, let's see. We can go Carnage Torrent, leftover 3. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. Boom. Watch this. Ping it. Shifting. Gwenna untaps. Something for 5, 3, 2. Lovely. Beautiful. Stunning. We barf things similar to how they barf things. Yeah, good luck. Well, I mean, I'm not attacking because that thing has indestructible, unfortunately. Hopefully we can still get something done here. Oh, Nykthos. Yeah, that's probably going to be it for us. Ouch. It's from the festival. Yep, tends to be the case. Well, we'll see if we can get her done still, maybe. Yep, when they drop Kiora, they have their exactly 3 left over. Untap Nykthos, boom. Yeah, they had 9, Devotion 10. Nuts. Kind of like sweepers, a little bit against Mono Green. If we were on the place, I think things probably would have been quite a bit different. Just 1 turn sooner. Or just simply taking out Karn could have been better. Giving us a slight bit more chance. But we got damping. We need damping. That's about it. Hope for the sphere. Even though this deck is powerful, I have no fear. Sometimes you just gotta say, oh dear, and move on to the next opponent. Yep, instant. Keep 100%. Boom. No questions asked whatsoever. May not need to go damping sphere. You know what? I'm going to slow them down. There's the off chance they could play or barf a couple things this turn. Damping Spear might be the thing that stops them from doing it. I like it. If we could be extra evil and go with the second Damping Sphere, oof, that's nasty for them. Yeah. Cavalier of Thorns, hey, Nykthos, that's nothing. Okay. Yeah, Goreclaw means Ripjaw is... Oh, no, we can't cast it. Never mind. Forgot about my own Damping Sphere. Okay. Oh, Vivian to take out... No, that Vivian can't take out artifacts now that I think about it. But the Cavalier of Thorns is going to be problematic. Ouch. Well. Probably double block to take out that Cavalier of Thorns. Nuts, and they still get that Storm the Festival. You're not doing a whole lot for them. Oh, okay, well, take it out. We got a total of 8. Fine by me. Get their card, unfortunately. Oh, damping after damping after damping. Well, Ripjaw it is. See what they want to do with Kiora, or with Gwenna here. Imagine one of those elves is going to block her, that's okay. Yep, the Haywire Might to take out the Sphere. Untapping Nykthos and... Yeah, Damping Sphere, if they drop Karn to get that thing. Really seems like there's not a whole lot you can do against that painful deck. But it is a lovely challenge. Keep tweaking. I still think Damping Sphere is pretty good, but need some extra spice just to give us the best chance possible. Something other than, well, something in addition to Damping Sphere. The big boogeyman. This hand does look pretty scary though. If Drover survives, we still would get Gwenna. Hopefully, of course, we see that third land, but painful Orzhov something. At least we will get Gwenna off to the races here eventually. Orzhov aristocrats, sacrificing creatures. When creatures die, stuff happens, pretty much. Get that Sheltered Thicket down. At some point, still have the third mana with Drover there. Next turn, could possibly see Ghalta, if everything sticks around. I hope. Cross your fingers. Yes. Oh, lovely. Topiary Stomper would be a touch better, slightly better. Beautiful. Hopefully it was nice. It seems like they might have removal for Ghalta for 2 there, but okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sometimes when I see them say nice or something like that, I assume they have a answer for the nice thing that I just played. But yeah, that is a pretty hard, overwhelming thing to deal with. Ghalta for a single green, pretty good. Aristocrats though. Aristocats. Whatever it is, tons of little things. Brotherhood's End is the thing we want to be doing. Damping Sphere, switch for a switch. And let's see, do they gain a... yeah. They could be gaining a bunch of life. Giant Cindermot, to turn that off does feel pretty nice. Shifting Ceratops, we'll trim that. It's not blue-based. We've got to make room for Cindermot. Some point, somewhere. That the little bit of life gain really could add up. Cindermot might be a nice thing for us. A hand not so nice. Seeing 2 copies of the Queen, those lands a little bit too painful. Maybe if it was a Karplusan in the forest. It is better. It is better. A little bit awkward with the shelter tickets. At the moment we won't have 2 untapped on turn 2. But we got 2 sources of red. We got Brotherhoods. Excuse me. And Isaac, how's it going? Just signing on. Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. No talk. I've only faced 1 mono green tonight. Just the previous match. It was painful. As we all know, we've used it. We've faced it. Damping Sphere helped a little bit to turn off Nykthos. They were on the play game 1, unfortunately. And that just really did us in. Kind of sad, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. A wee bit rough. Hey, that's okay. Not a degenerate if it is the best thing. One of the best things, probably the best thing at the moment. It is understandable to be jamming it, but yeah, it can be tough. I'm always loving the challenge, like I've mentioned before. Trying to do what I can against whatever is the top. Overwhelmingly, mono green is the top thing. They just have so many great angles they can do. If you shut down Nykthos with Damping Sphere, making it tap for colorless, they still have fantastic ramp. The Mana Dorks, Storm the Festival, Karn to get something painful from the sideboard. The Karn Wish board, as they call it. A lot of great stuff that deck does. For sure. Oh. Greasefang to 0-4. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to say Marauding Raptor just in case we get that 3rd land eventually. It is just a Gwenna. Maybe hold out hope I get Brotherhood's End or something for Brotherhood's End next turn. Yeah, that does sound rough. Greasefang, I guess sometimes it can be kind of hit or miss, maybe inconsistent. I just don't see it a whole lot. Of course, everyone's playing some of the new stuff that we've got, but yeah, that is well, that's difficult. Certainly difficult, you know. You get starved out, you see a painful thing like that. You're waiting for that 3rd land. Oh, Drover goes down. You still don't get it. Still don't get it. Certainly that Brotherhood's End would have maybe spelt the end for them there. I think everything was at 3 or less toughness. Game 1. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sometimes you get a feeling right off the bat something bad is about to happen. Oh, well. Something bad is about to happen with this hand to the opponent. send Goreclaw to the bottom. If I don't have to go Brotherhood's End on turn 3, I would, of course, prefer to go Topiary Stomper. And it has 4 toughness, so it does survive the eventual Brotherhood's End. Oh, All-Star. Absolutely. I saw some people picked up copies of Brotherhood's End before it increased in price. I'm kind of sad that I didn't. Of course, I am playing on Arena, so it was technically free. Can't complain there. Man, I'm liking the looks of this. Just covering so much. Yes, my son was born Isaac. He made an appearance last night, right at the very end. It's quite fantastic. I posted a couple pictures. I made 1 community post, maybe 2 community posts showing him off. But yeah, last night, right at the very end of the stream, my wife had to get up for something, so I grabbed him and showed him off a little bit. And it was nice. Been lovely so far. Things have been going well. Not so well for the opponent when we smoke them. Do what we gotta do. Gotta happen. Shambling gas may be, oh, a treasure. I was thinking they might do -1/-1 on Topiary there. Still feels good. We got a backup breath. This still does not feel so good. Okay, ouch. Painful. Five. Yeah. We're doing Marauding plus Goreclaw. Ghalta next turn for 2, being left over potentially with 3 for Brotherhood's End. Sounds good to me. I hope. Gonna pressure Shieldred. Would have pressured Shieldred nicely. Cross your fingers. Even if they take out Marauding, we still get Ghalta. Technically, Goreclaw is reducing a total of 6. It's 4 power plus the 2 nuts. Okay, opened and sold one. 99 cents a piece. Oh my goodness, 99 cents a piece for that thing. Oh, beautiful. Gonna try for Ghalta though. Hope for the best. That is going to be a pretty scary thing if they don't have removal for it. Phew. They could have dodged Ghalta if they had taken out Marauding Raptor a little bit sooner. Okay, I'm liking our chances here. This is looking pretty good. Of course, Shieldred is going to block Ghalta, or Raidan. Actually, you know what? We're going to do Brotherhood's End. We'll get through as much damage as humanly possible. And play Giant Cindermaw. I like that. We at least stop the life gain with the Cindermaw, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Oh, 400 instead of 4. Yes, definitely you should have. Man. I may just have to take the plunge. I haven't started playing in paper yet. If I was, definitely Brotherhood's End would be on the menu. Actually, maybe I gotta look in my drawer. I might have just bought some recently. Brotherhood's End, no. Just Giant Cindermaw, Fauna Shaman. Discard a creature card, search for a creature. Doesn't look like it. Maybe I did. Nope. Unfortunately not. Giant Cindermaw does have to block Shieldred so that we live next turn. Oof. Can we get it done? 15? Do they have Fatal Push for the thing? Oh, something for Ghalta? Oh, do we got it? Yes, look at that, folks. Isaac, you're watching. at the right moment. There have been some pretty fantastic times tonight. Oh, you missed an absolutely stunning Azorius control matchup 2 matches ago. I stomped him so hard I was on the play. Game 1, crushed him. Turn 2 Marauding, turn 3 Shifting Ceratops, and it just went downhill from there. We lost game 2, but because I stomped them so hard in game 1, bam, they instantly conceded after game 2 finished. I'll take it, but yeah, you definitely want to go back and see that. Never gets old seeing dinos crush Azorius. Man, 400 is, yeah. Brotherhood's End definitely would have been a pretty good spec for anybody that invests, does that kind of thing. I've done a little bit of specking myself. Nothing's paid off yet, if it ever will. 80, actually no, 100, over 100 copies of Marauding Raptor, the list version. I was figuring it might be more scarce than it is, or just maybe list cards would have a little bit more value, but no, that doesn't seem to be the case. They just have that tiny little white planeswalker symbol in the very bottom left hand corner. Basically looks the exact same as the set they were released from. It's nothing too special. It's not like the promo pack ones where they have the silver planeswalker stamp kind of in the art. That's definitely noticeable. Yeah, I can work with this. Tons of lands, drovers. Looks like mono green dinos at the moment. That's okay. We got 2 Drover of the Mighties. If they survive, that's another question. If they both die, still get to go Topiary. We'll still be playing something interesting. Somebody's gonna die. Fatal Push, Stomp, the usual suspects. Jund. Oh, interesting. Stomping Ground would have been good. What am I thinking? That's okay. Okay. I figured I wouldn't want to go Marauding plus Drover anyways. If they take out Marauding and Drover has been pinged, Marauding being the only dino, we do unfortunately lose both things. Drover goes down to a 1-1, but it's been dealt 2 damage. 2 for 1. Painful scenario right there. Hopefully Marauding survives. I don't have anything to accelerate out with it at the moment, but yeah, we'll take 4. Hope for the best. Another Marauding does equal Ghalta, if my math is right. Yes, okay, well, boom. Bing, bang, boom. Get her done. Have some fun. That's all right. Ouch. That's why you play a bunch of copies of Ghalta. 3 or 4. A scenario like that just absolutely turns the tables. Things were rough. They weren't going so well. But Damping Sphere doesn't seem like it's needed. Certainly Brotherhood's End against what seems to be a pretty usual Jund mid-range. They got the Thought Seizes, the kill stuff. Bone Crusher, of course. That's going to be nice. Tamio is safe keeping that. Could be in consideration. Maybe cutting Drover. We saw the painful things that happened. You know what? I'm going to do that. One Marauding. Bring in 2 copies of Domri. A little bit more interaction. It's still ramp, so kind of keeps the hope alive of slamming the bigger stuff. Oh, I almost thought that was good, but Oh, better. I think. Probably don't need Boseiju. No. Maybe it would have been a better idea to keep all... Never mind. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. I wouldn't have wanted to go down to 3 or 2 lands if I only had 3, but starting with 3, it felt like there's a pretty good chance with the cost reduction of Marauding, the ramping of Domri, plus maybe getting more lands, still would have been safe to send Boseiju to the bottom. And oh, that never gets old, that sleeve. Man. Could look at it all day. Will Marauding survive? It does. Exciting turn of events here. They had 1 black up, so of course that was figure fatal push. Bone Crusher Giant. We don't have to worry about that. Of course, we'd always want to go Marauding plus Drover anyways, but if we only had Drover, that would be eating a stomp. Not so bad. Alrighty, good buddy Domri, stick around. As long as you stick around 1 turn, we will be definitely off to the races. Next turn, getting Regisaur, powering up that token for Hasty, taking out Liliana of the Veil, hopefully. Yes, the Urza Saga basics. Oh, man. I was thinking about it. I splurged. I bought, well, this bundle with the Stompylicious, the Atali sleeve, and the Ulamog sleeve. Not too much, of course, but still trying to be as stingy as possible. Save as much as I can for the eventual Lost Caverns of Ixalan. If, you know, Arena has survived by then, everybody seems to be saying, oh, it's doom and gloom. It's going downhill. Bad things are happening. The sky is falling. Seems to be too much of that. Too often. Tempest Swamps, okay. Interesting. I think, well, I started off right around 8th edition. My first forests, I started off playing mono green, were 8th edition forest with the white border. Pretty fantastic. My first introduction being white bordered cards. Black border still kind of seems a little bit odd. I like the white border. It was nice. I do like beta basics though. Hard to top that OG level. Hopefully everything sticks around. Ghalta next turn would be good. The Queen 2 games in a row. Very... Oh my goodness. We got some good stuff. Yes, please. And Domri. Oh, cancel. Hold on a second. We almost goofed up there. Phew. Regisaur to take out Shieldred, but then Ghalta wouldn't have had haste, unfortunately. Unglued basics, yes. The OG full frames, absolutely. I've got an unglued Forest in a Plains, I think. Pretty sure. Got him. Beautiful. But yeah, that... Oh. Unglued though. Man. I think... No, I don't think they've released them on Arena yet. Certainly that's what I'm going to be looking to get. If I can get them. Eventually. Alrighty. I think I'll end it there for now. My wife has to take care of some stuff. I think that was quite fantastic. Lovely to end on a high note. Not quite 2 hours, but it was a lot of good stuff. And I just unlocked the vault. Let's do it right on stream. Boom. That is a lovely feeling indeed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, 20 of each. That's good. I wondered about getting that much of those original ones. Definitely. I think if I really was gonna do it, I would do the beta forests, beta mountains, just get 20 of each, stick with the most OG I can. Of course, the alpha has the slightly more rounded edges or corners, so I don't think you can use them. Technically, that could be considered marked, but yeah, lots of fantastic potential things, old cards to buy. That was good tonight, though. Isaac, happy you could join me. Happy it could end on a good note like that. Beta Forest, Beta Forest, amazing. Amazing, yes. Oh, so much stuff. Hard to keep the wallet intact, I must say, sometimes. But yeah, hopefully you have a good night as well. Anybody else watching right now, later on, you certainly don't have to shovel as much snow as I do. I'll maybe take a video tomorrow. Check it out if you're watching this later on. All right, peace. Have a good one.